We find our reporter, Ziniko Mhlaba. Ziniko, very good morning to you once again. So seeing that some community members are starting to gather, but earlier on we were in conversation with Johannes Kankase, who says that as far as they are concerned, the community will go ahead with their operation to try and get some food supply as water to those illegal miners that are underground. What can you tell us from your vantage point?
Good morning, already. Well, I can confirm that indeed committee members are keeping up to their word. We are actually in Kuma, in one of the townships which are the closest to that unused mining shaft where those illegal miners are currently being trapped under, according to the information we have gathered. So committee members are mobilizing themselves. They are still blowing the whistle in and around this community just to alert people about, the gathering and, of course, their journey to that shaft. And, of course, this is the community that, as I said, is closest to that shaft. So you would imagine that some of the individuals who might still be trapped under the ground are residing in this community. So this is the community which falls under Stilfontein, and Stilfontein is in between the Klerksdorp, the CBD, the town, but also Potchefstroom as you're making your way from Johannesburg towards Northern Cape. So this is where you find this community. So I'm going to bring in one of the community residents just to gauge how far, their efforts are going in terms of trying to mobilize resources, but also get some clarity in terms of their action plan for this day. I'm going to bring in Mrs. Thandeka Sisi, ndiyabulela kakhulu ngexesha lakho. Iintsuku zimbini bezibhizi kakhulu. Kusekho abantu abavaleleke emgodini. Ngicela usixelele into yokubana njengabahlali ngoku ingqondo zenu ziphi, niziva njani ngayo yonke le nto ibisenzeka kwezi ntsuku edluleyo namhlanje?
Siziva sonwabile kakhulu tata ngoba kunethemba elikhoyo because sibone egqibeleni obhuti bethu, izizalwane zethu, iineighbor zethu namhlanje sinethemba uba sizobuya nabo. Ewe siziva sonwabe kakhulu ngoba egqibeleni ikhona ilight. Ewe tata.
Intoni sisekwenza ube nelithemba? Ndifuna futhi usixelele into yokubana bakhona abantu mhlambe endibaziyo abasondele ezinhliziyweni zenu mhlambe abapha phansi komgodi. Into yokubana loo nto iniphatha njani xa nilala nina apha emakhayeni apha eKhuma nibe nisazi into yokubana kukho izihlobo zenu ezipha phansi komhlaba?
Ndingathetha ngam mna ubhuti wam utrap phayana. Yile nto bendime ngamandla ndisilwa ngoba ndisithi okwethambo uyaphila kaphili na. So siye saba nazo iimithingi sisilwa le nto. Yile nto ndithi namhlanje sonwabile ngoba siye sagqiba izolo uba namhlanje nakanjani na funeke babe khona abaphunyiweyo. Sivile asazi allegedly izothatha ixesha elide kodwa xa ubona lowo ephuma ithemba likhona tata.
Ikhona mhlambi into enivileyo sisinto okubana mhlambi izihlobo zenu zisaphila, ikhona indlela eninxibelelana ngayo abantu communicate baziva njani kwenzeka ntoni phansi komhlaba?
Izolo siye njengoba thina community siye sazidibanisa sathi masisebenzisane namapolisa uba bakwazi obhuti bethu baphume. Izolo siye sathumela umuntu omnye uphumile ke lo muntu izolo watsho uba imeko imaxongo akumandanga tu. So siye sagqiba ke uba ke namhlanje mabakhutshwe unxumanano ngulo muntu besithunywe sithi izolo.
Okay, siyabulela kakhulu saphinda sithethe nani ngokunjengoba isuku liqhubeka. Enkosi kakhulu. Sister Aldrin, that's Thandeka the Dome saying that, well, she does have a brother who's currently trapped underground, saying that they are very hopeful that at least today, there might be some movement in terms of having the ability to see those trapped illegal miners underground coming out, saying that they've also, decided deliberately to work with law enforcement agencies in terms of the efforts that are currently being made. So that's some of the latest information. Now we can confirm that there are family members, who are still trapped, who have relatives here in Kuma, that then ultimately reflects the issue of the commitment of community members in terms of trying to ensure that they do everything in their power to ensure that they are able to assist their family members, even though they've been told by law enforcement that it might take some time to get those trapped illegal miners to come onto the surface. So they are currently gathering, and as soon as they gather in their majority, we'll then catch up with them just to get an update in terms of what plans they will be, implementing throughout today.
Yeah, and as we heard a bit earlier on as well, that they are going ahead with this particular plan to get some water as well as food to those illegal miners, alleged illegal miners who are still underground. Ziniko Mhlaba is following that story for us. And that's part of the poll that we're running today. We're asking you, is Operation Vala effective in dealing with illegal mining? So these are the options that we have for you. Yes, there's progress. No, it's risky. More needs to be done, which is leading at 76%. All you have to do is scan that QR code. It will take you to the landing page. At that landing page, choose any of those three options there. Yes, there's a progress, which is currently at 17%. No, it's risky at 7%, and more needs to be done at 76%. But what you also make then of what the community members is saying is that they will taking matters into their own hands, and they will now try and ensure that they are able to bring back to surface some of those mine workers and the ones who are weak, as we've been told a bit earlier on. There are those who are on medication for chronic conditions. And then on top of that also we have the water as well as the food situation that is playing out. So what's your take on the approach that is being taken by the community members? And now also confirmation that the South African Human Rights Commission is also investigating this particular Operation Vala. Johannes stressed a bit earlier on that the Constitution is clear that everyone has the right to life. Indeed, Section 11 does say that. Section 11 of the Constitution under Chapter 2 of the Bill of Rights says that everyone has the right to life. What's your take on Operation Vala at Newzroom 405? You can drop me a comment there.